What is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? My name is Jeff Lightsy Jr. This is the Victor Formation Sports Show right here on Jeff Lightsy Jr. YouTube, Facebook, wherever you get your content. We got a special guest today, Jackson State offensive lineman commit, Mr. DeAndre Towns Blue. DeAndre, how's it going, man?
It's going good. I appreciate being here. Thank you.
Hey, it's no problem at all, man. It is no problem at all. You are going to go play for the JSU Tigers. You're going to go play for Coach T.C. Taylor in JSU. But before we get to your commitment to JSU and your expectations and all that good stuff, what the people want to hear, let's talk about DeAndre, man, the upbringing. What was it like? Who introduced you to the game of football? What age did you kind of get started playing?
Well, I got, my family, we just always had, cousins. We all played Little League. So I just wanted to play with my cousins for real. I played Little League while I was young. I didn't play as much as I was young as much when I got older. When I got older in middle school, I really started playing defensive line. And then I hit a growth spurt in high school. My grades wasn't that good in high school though. So I had to go Juco. My high school QB actually went to Lackawanna before me. And then that introduced me to Lackawanna. Lackawanna really had showed me football, really made me start loving the game even more because you gotta have that little dog in you to make it out of Juco.
Absolutely, man. And there's a bunch of players that come out of Juco, but like you said, it's tough. Before we get to your Juco experience, you talk about playing ball in high school. Did you play early? Did you have to switch high schools at all? What was your high school football experience like?
I played my ninth grade year. I had played the ninth grade team. And then my sophomore year, my sophomore year, I was playing D-line. I was going in between JV and varsity, but then I really started playing serious when I went to offensive line my junior year. Mm-hmm. Then I started really getting looks and stuff, but my grades wasn't that big, so I had to hit Juco.
I got you. Now, you say you hit a growth spurt. What was that growth? What year was that? From what year to what year? And how tall did you go?
Yeah. Sophomore year, I was probably 5'10", and I grew to be 6'2". Now I'm 6'5" and a half, 6'6".
Oh man! So what was that like? What was that experience? I'm not a very tall man. When you was hitting those growth spurts, what was that like for you?
It was low key different, but it was I had growing pains, and it was I didn't think I was gonna be that tall. My father's not that very tall either, so I think I got it from my mom's side of the family. It was just different. I thought I was done growing actually, because middle school I stopped at 5'10" for real.
Okay, yeah. Some of us stop a lot smaller than 5'10". I'm gonna just throw it out there, man. But once again, we're talking to DeAndre Towns Blue, man. He's headed to play for Jackson State. Now, you said you struggled with grades in high school. Was there something going on? Was everything okay? What was it?
No.
Or did you just not care? What was going on?
I had switched. I had went to school in North Carolina my ninth grade year, and I moved to PA. But when my credits didn't transfer from that high school, so I had lower GPA going in, and then I just had the same consistent grades, but it just wasn't good enough to boost it back up to be eligible for the 2.5 to or anything.
I got you. So when you were playing in high school, those junior and senior years, maybe you were doing some things on the field, but was it the lack of grades? Did that affect the recruiting at all?
No, it was more COVID.
That too.
Yeah. So COVID really went silent, and then I was just getting a little bit of buzz before COVID. So then after that, it really went ghost. I didn't really hear from that many more coaches. A lot of people took the offers that they had right then and there because of COVID. So it was really slow. But once I got to Juco, I had a lot more looks coming from here because we just got a lot of guys coming out of Lackawanna for real. Nugget, he went to JSU, and he came from Lackawanna. He was a corner out of here.
Absolutely. Yeah. Nugget Warren, man, friend of the show. We've had Nugget on. Great guy. Wishing him the best in his pro career. So let's talk about Lackawanna, man. Did you know much about, being in PA? Did you know much about Lackawanna? And what was kind of your experience when you first got there?
To be honest, I didn't know much about Lackawanna because I'm from Philly, right outside of Philly. So like to us, it wasn't the same thing. This is like in the mountains. It's 2 hours from. I didn't really know where I was going because like my QB told me to come up here, but it was like I didn't know where it was. I just took his word for it, honestly, and I seen that it was working for him. So I was like, I feel like I could make it out of there if I work hard enough. So I went here. Coach Duda, Coach Pardini, they was like really told me like you're gonna have to work hard to get on the field here. That's what I did. I played as a freshman, had a good freshman season. Then I came back and they switched me to guard, tackle from guard. And that's when I went All-American that past season. And then my recruitment started going up. I started talking to Coach J.O. at JSU. Me and Coach J.O., it was just genuine, really like, it was just genuine conversations all the time. And then Coach T.C., even more genuine. And I love the plan that he had for JSU. Like, he just want to win, bring that winning culture, keep that winning culture. And that's what I wanted to support. Like, I feel like I could see that.
Absolutely, man. I'm pretty sure that's what they see in you. At what moment, did JSU contact you? Who, you said, I'm guessing it was Coach J.O. And around what time period did he contact you? And what was it like when you first heard from JSU?
It was actually like during my season, probably like towards the end, later in the season. I think we was like game 8-7. And then it was like, we was just talking. He was like, I love your film and stuff like that. And then he was like, after your season, like, I'm going to keep in touch with you. And then from there, he stuck to his word. He like kept in touch with me, kept communicating with me, made sure my grades was good, and then got me down on a visit. And from there, I just like, I loved the school and I loved the coaches and I loved what they was trying to build. So I just committed on the spot.
Oh, man, that's awesome to hear, man. That is awesome to hear. Now, let's talk about that visit, though. What was it? Did anything stand out to you while you were on your visit, whether it's facilities, people, the school, just anything that stood out while you were there?
It was the facility, but it was also like the community. Like when I was out about in the community by myself, like they really showed a lot of love. Like it showed like they really support the school, and I like that. Like I just like the culture of the school period and the community. Like it was just nice.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Now, coming from that area outside of Philly, did you know much about HBCUs or HBCU culture, or is this something that you're now learning as you're going through this process?
Really like learning because honestly, we got more like PWOs up here, so it's more different, but like it's better to be like with your people that can relate to you. It's even better, make you want to play harder for them.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Now, you said when you went down to JSU, you was like committed right on the spot. What was the family's reaction when you told them like, hey, I'm going to go play for Coach TC Taylor and the JSU Tigers?
That's the thing. Coach TC called my mom while I was on the visit, like really
oh, man.
her feel comfortable and stuff. Like it was all genuine. My mom supported me with all my decisions, like going through, because she don't really know much about football, but she know like that I was going to make the right decision for me, and she supported me.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Now, for the people that don't know anything about Juco, like the Juco process, how hard was it to actually do those couple of years at Juco, and how rewarding was it to have to go through that and then end up getting the ultimate prize, which is a Division I scholarship at a place like Jackson State?
It's like when you go into Juco and you try and go through that recruiting process, it's like you got like, I don't know, like you got like a chain around your neck. Like it's like a lot of pressure because you're going through that process and you don't want to go through that 2 years, that 1 year, whatever you're doing, depending on your process. Like not everyone grades is bad in Juco. Some people were just under recruited. They wanted to get bigger. Some people just wanted to be a bounce back. They didn't fit at their last school, so they had to go there. Like it's just, you can go into like a depression, like because you feel like no one's in your corner. You all alone. But like I learned that my brothers in Juco really helped me. Like Ja, man, I got my friends just here. Like they all really help you through it. It really make you bond together. But it just like you gotta really have that dog, and you gotta really see the vision when nobody else see it. That's really what it is. You gotta see your path before anybody else.
Oh, that's awesome, and that's a great lesson. I mean, just for life in general, not necessarily at JUCO, but it's great to hear someone
believe in yourself, make you want to bet on yourself for real.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, DeAndre. Like those are great words that you put out there for anybody that might be listening, man. They might take, heed to that and really take that into account with whatever they're going through. So that was awesome to hear you say that, man. Just from your perspective, though, I asked John, man, this as well. We talk about Jackson State's had a lot of success over the last couple of years, and now you coming from JUCO, you have only so many years of eligibility. Is there any pressure being a JUCO transfer into a place that's had a ton of success and that has very, very high expectations?
I mean, I feel like it's pressure going to any program because you don't want to come there and just like not be a factor. Like I'm not like a high school guy. They don't expect me to come in and develop. They expect me to come in and be able to be like a big part of the team right away. So that's pressure, but like, I'm used to that coming from JUCO, period. Like you gotta be ready to play from your freshman year to your last year. You gotta be ready to play because that's the only way you're gonna get recruited. So like I like the pressure low key. I'm ready. Like I like all the eyes that's on JSU. I just want to really like win, period. Like that's all I just want to do. And I see that's what the coaches want to do. And that's what the players that's there want to do.
Absolutely, man. How does the coaching staff, for what you can tell us, how do the coaching staff plan to use you on the line? Do they see you as a guard? Do they see you as a tackle? And how do you feel like you'll be able to stack up in that offensive line room?
I feel as though, like they said, I could play both guard or tackle. Is just wherever I fit the best once I get there in their system and stuff. And I feel comfortable playing either position. The only position I don't feel comfortable at is center.
I got you, man. You're a little too tall to be a center anyway, so it works. It works, man. Once again, we're talking to DeAndre Towns, Blue Jackson State offensive line commitment, man. When you're not playing football, man, what are some of the things that you enjoy when you're getting away from the game?
I mean, I just be playing the game, playing Warzone for real, just chilling.
Okay. Yeah. Are you okay? So I asked John, man, this too. Are you good at the game? Or are you just a casual player? He said he was elite at Call of Duty. That was his exact
John
word.
said he was elite.
He said he was elite.
That's a little bit of a head scratch, I'm gonna be honest. But me, I'm a dog at everything I do. I ain't gonna lie.
So are you Xbox or PlayStation?
Oh, I'm a PlayStation dude. I'm about to get a P5 soon, actually. Yeah,
I got you. And so your preferred game is Call of Duty too? You're a Call of Duty guy too?
Call of Duty, I might play Madden. I don't really be doing much, honestly. I don't be doing too crazy.
I got you, man. Yeah, his words is elite. You might want to take it up with him, man. He said, "Nah, man, I'm all right." He said, "Call of Duty, I'm elite." That's me out of the way. I got you, man. I got you. Well, what are you're in college right now, going to JSU. What is something, because we know football eventually ends. You hope you have a great career in college and even have a professional career. But what are some of the things that you may want to do once football is over with?
Like graphic design.
Okay.
I'm real good on my iPad with like doing different like sketches and stuff like that. So I've been trying to do graphic design and business. That's what I'm taking right now.
I got you, man. Where'd that come from, though? Where'd the creativity come from? Is it something you've always done?
Yeah, I was in the art program at my high school and stuff like that. I always been good at like drawing and stuff like that. So I started like doing little edits for people and stuff like that in high school. And then from there, I wanted to get to college, and I wanted to really learn how to do it professionally from a business standpoint.
Okay, so edits, or is this video edits? Is it picture edits? What kind of edits?
It's like different like photo edits, different kind of graphics, like music people. Like I did like album, song covers and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. No, that's a really, really dope skill, man, because everybody needs a graphic design artist, whether you're coming up with flyers, photo album covers, all logo designs, all kinds of stuff, man, for graphic artists, website design. No, that's a great field, and it's something that isn't going away. So you'll always be able to be in business, man. Absolutely. Now, were you able, before Jackson State got into play, who were some of the other schools that were reaching out to you and recruiting?
I talked to Buffalo, Syracuse. I talked to Coastal Carolina, Georgia State. I had talked to Albany, Stony Brook had gave me an offer, Alcorn gave me an offer. I went on a Grambling visit. Southern.
Yeah, so those are some really good schools, man, and even some of those schools in the SWAC. What kind of made at the end made JSU stand out above the Southerns, the Gramblings, and those other schools?
I feel like I was never like second on the board. Like I never was like I never felt like second. I felt like they always wanted me before anybody else. Like I felt like they was like always genuine with me too. So
Absolutely,
like
man.
what made me go to like JSU with Coach JL.
Absolutely, man. That's awesome. That's awesome to hear. Now, when it came to your recruitment, you said, "Yeah, I committed on the spot." What was it like recruiting, man? Your teammate, because he told me you was recruiting them. What was kind of like your pitch? Like, hey, man, let's make it happen. Let's go down to Jackson State.
I told John like you come down here like bro, like we gonna win. We gonna really have like the world on our like on our like on us. Like the spotlight gonna be on us for real. So like when I told him, I'm like, yeah, like I'm gonna talk to the coaches, like what you gonna do? For real, I was like, he gonna commit, like I would go. He like I believe in what you saying, like type thing. So it wasn't really hard to like tell him that it was a good deal type thing.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And so for yourself, man, I know you have high expectations for yourself, but what are some of those expectations that you have going into this season once you get to fall camp at JSU?
I want to win a starting spot, honestly. Win week 1. From there, continue winning, and I want to get to the Celebration Bowl and win the SWAC championship. Honestly, I want both of them championships.
Absolutely, man. That is great things to hear. Well, DeAndre, man, I appreciate you taking a few minutes out of your day, man. Once again, this is DeAndre Towns Blue. He is offensive line commit. Before we get out of here, DeAndre, what's your measurements, height and weight? And you already told us what position you're gonna play, but what's kind of like that height and weight for you right now?
6'5", 3 like 320 right now.
320. Is that the playing weight you want to be at 320? Do you want to cut? Do you want to add? What's kind of like the plan there?
Yeah, Coach J.O. said he want me at like 325, but I feel good at 320. So I'll probably stay at 320, probably go down to 315, honestly.
I got you, man. I got you. Well, hey, DeAndre, congratulations again, man. Once again, this is DeAndre Towns Blue. He's going to go play for Jackson State this offseason. Before we let you get out of here, just any final words you want to say to the fan base?
Honestly, like this season, like we gonna be coming like to win. Like we only coming to win, honestly, and that's it for real. Just like be there to watch.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Once again, this is DeAndre Towns Blue, Jackson State offensive line commit. DeAndre, congratulations to you, buddy. Thank you all for tuning in.